Hello everybody, it's Dominic again. I just wanted to welcome you to another video.
One face centered.
Thank you, Siri. I wanted to tell you or talk to you about Face ID on iPhones. Face ID is actually a really good feature to have, especially for those who cannot see. Because people could steal your iPhones and...
One face centered.
I'm going to turn off the speech because it's making me mad.
Speech off.
So, Face ID is actually good because, especially it's good for people who can't see. Especially, when there's circumstances like, somebody could steal your phone, somebody could do this, somebody could do that. You have a lot of things on your phone that you don't want other people to see. It's best to use Face ID because Face ID is actually one of those that... It's actually one of those that, helps you. And another thing that can help you is, even though you have Face ID enabled, you have to have a passcode. And a passcode is a code that only you know. Don't let anybody else, don't tell anybody else your code. Unless it's a person that you so dearly trust. And so if it's your brother, then you can give him your passcode, unless your brother can't be trusted. If it's a close friend that you really, 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 really trust, give them your passcode. Now, you have to build that trust, right? But over time, you will want to trust them and give them your passcode. That doesn't mean when I gotta, I trust them, so I gotta right away give them no. No. You can't do that. You gotta slowly trust them. Like, even though you trust them one bit, you gotta gain even more trust than you really could hope for. Because you don't know people. You just don't know. You just don't know. They could hack you. They could get into your phone without permission. And don't let little kids get to your phone. That is why Face ID is always important. Face ID is always important because, you could have a little kid one day just be like, ooh, I want to get into this person's phone, but it's asking me for their passcode. And if they get the wrong passcode, they don't know. They just don't know. They don't know, And, now, if you tried 10 times and you don't know your passcode, you set up a passcode that you don't remember. My advice is, if you're by yourself, if you're in your house by yourself, say your passcode out loud and then braille it down for people who can't see, or for people who are sighted, write it down. Because you don't want to forget your passcode. I did that once. And basically what happened was my iPhone was disabled for forever till I could get it back together. This is why you don't want to disable your iPhone. This is why you need to remember your passcode. I would start with a 4-digit passcode that you can only remember. And then I would go 6. Because if you start off with 4 and then you go to 6 right away, if you go to 6 right away, you're gonna go, what's my passcode? That's why you start off with 4 numbers and you change it to 6. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If you have no Face ID, no passcode, if you have no Face ID and no passcode, anybody can get into your phone. And you don't know what they could do. There's a higher chance, a higher risk of never being able to see your phone again. Or if you do see your phone, never being able to access anything again because they have erased it. Face ID is always important because then you can get into your phone and you can use it for your benefit, not anybody else. Not anybody else. Because if anybody else uses your iPhone, you don't know what they could do. And another thing I want to talk to you about, everybody, is when you download apps, don't tell your phone to auto-save your passcode or your password. Always put in your password for your Apple ID because if you do not...
Time to take a fix.
Excuse that. My phone just said time to take a fix. I'm not in class, so I can record this video for as long as I need. It is very important to put in your password because you don't know who could install apps on your phone. The only person who really needs to install apps that they actually feel like they want or need is you. It is you. And the reason being is because you don't know what little kids could do with your phone. I've had some little kids where they would download apps that are games on my phone. They didn't have permission to be on my phone. Okay? So then, what happened next? I got really mad. And I yelled at the little kids, and I shouldn't have. But I took my phone away from them, and I said, this phone is for me and me only. You cannot have this phone. This is where, I told them, I did not give you permission to use this phone. So, yeah, I was really mad. I was, I had a lot to do with my phones. In fact, I'm not even using my old phone because I don't need to, because my phone is dead. And I feel like this is the only way I would do it. This is the only way I would do it. Because I can't do it any other way. So what else could I do except with my iPhone 14 Pro Max, I would use my Face ID and passcode. And my Apple ID would have a password, and I would install apps that way. So that is why Apple IDs and Face IDs and passcodes are really important. I just want you guys to know that I am making this video not because I want to just preach. I'm making this video because I love you all. I love my YouTube subscribers. And I care about my YouTube subscribers, and I want to protect them, And this is my advice for people. Just use a Face ID and a passcode. And if you're installing apps, use your Apple ID password. Because it's way easier to do that. Way easier. I hope you take this as a learning tool, and I hope you have a good day. I will be making another video tonight, I think. I'm not sure yet, but I hope to see you maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Otherwise, y'all have a good day.
Speech on. Stop recording video.